Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Dr. Nurul Izzah. So today we are from EMM 3706, Production Planning and Automation System. We'll be discuss about the assignment 3, Capacity Planning and Development, which is presented by Muhammad Akram Shazwi, Nurliana Shahira, myself, Muhammad Muhammad Sharifuddin, and Muhammad Fazlin. So next. There are a total of 9 contents that we are going to share. Next. Okay, so I will continue with the introduction. In a manufacturing department, conflict can arise in production planning, which usually as a result of output volume uncertainty. So what is the actually production planning? Okay, production planning is the process of estimating how much production will take over the next time periods during a time interval. In this instance, the manufacturing of bearing is mostly associated with the operating machinery. The factor influence including expected inventory levels, the workforce, and other resources. Indeed, the pressure to give the supply chain and maximize the early outlays had a tremendous potential to reduce cost, streamline process, and improve performance through the supply chain. What is production scheduling? Production scheduling is defined as the process of allocating production resource across time to best satisfy a set of demands. The scheduling problems often consist of a number of tasks that must be accomplished, and the criteria may involve trade-off between frequent production changeover and maintaining inventories for the activity.
Okay, thank you, Marul. Next, I will be presenting about problem statement. So, Putra Production company is facing a production planning problem where the company would like to increase the number of products produced per day. The design capacity of the production department is 80 products per day, while the effective capacity is 64 products per day, and the actual output from the company is 64 products per day. The efficiency and utilization can be calculated as where efficiency equals to actual output over effective capacity times by 100, and utilization equals to actual output over design capacity times 100. Okay, next slide.
So we proceed with the quality problem. Any situation in which the desired quality attribute is absent or not present in the anticipated level is referred to as a quality problem. So the quality of product might be affected due to the following: machine unavailable and the human errors. As we know, the different machine used to depends on the design specification and process in the operating manufacturing of a bearing. Each machine had a separate availability period, and machines that were undergoing maintenance or for other reasons might be unavailable throughout the period. So that will result in decreased max spend per unit. Furthermore, human error may also contribute to the quality problem of the bearing. The dimension should be chosen in accordance with client needs prior to machine operation. Any incorrect input during the machining process may have an impact on the outcome, and the defective product will be rejected. So it will reducing the volume output. As a result, this circumstance could affect how effectively and quickly bearings are produced. Thank you.
Okay, next I will explain on the absenteeism. So absenteeism can be defined as unplanned absence from work by the employees. So there are few reasons of absenteeism such as sickness, family concerns, maternity leaves, unfavorable work atmosphere, long working hours, and others. So according to Madez et al., it stated that the number of output, the processing period, and also the process capability are all proven to be impacted by absenteeism. In short, it is possible for the efficiency of the production line system to be influenced by the number of the missing workers. So absenteeism can be, the rate of absenteeism can be calculated by looking at the absenteeism percentage. So absenteeism percentage cannot exceed 5%, because typically 3% is regarded as the norm in most sectors. Next, I'll pass to Fazli.
Okay, thank you. Next, I will be explaining about the scheduling and balancing. So basically, scheduling is a simply production planning model's short-term action plan. The actions taken in a manufacturing business to manage and regulate the execution of a production process are referred to as production scheduling. It is an assignment problem that describes in detail, in terms of minutes or seconds, which activities must be performed and how the factory's resources should be utilized to satisfy the plan. There are a few types of production planning. So choosing the approach that works best for the manufacturing process in order to maximize the benefits of project planning is crucial. So some of the examples are batch production method, second one is flow method, and the third one is mass production method. Next slide. Okay, so the first one is batch production method, where the batch production method is where the batch production involves producing goods in groups. The second one is flow method, where it is a demand-based manufacturing strategy that shortens the lead time for production by accelerating the manufacturing process. And lastly, the mass production method is similar to the flow technique. It reduces manufacturing costs by operating on a much larger scale. Okay. Next, thank you.
So I will talk about factor to investigate and reasoning. So we have three factors discussed, which is quality problem, scheduling, and balancing, and absenteeism. So I will suggest to manager of Putra production company is quality problem and scheduling and balancing. So for quality problem, I found that this is difficulties in very bearing size take a long time, and manager must ensure the staff is trained enough to operate the machine. For next is scheduling and balancing. So manager must include the activity must complete first and must ensure the staff is better aware sort of bearing by the client to produce much greater scale. So this can increase the production per day. So for advertising is not included and not the one major factor, because production still 100% based on efficiency and also still produce even if staff absent unexpectedly. So next is a summary of a study that from journal. So the journal is research from Momani 2011 is to determine the factor affecting effective capacity in mobile transfer service that involve a case of Safaricom M-Pesa service that famous in Kenya. So from this M-Pesa service is give to customer is subscriber, which is subscriber may use their mobile phone to conduct transactions such as paying for product and service, sending and receiving money from friends and relatives. So have some challenge in the M-Pesa, which is system delay in M-Pesa service and agent liquidity. So for system delay in M-Pesa service is lack of enough float by agent in various outlets, and few agents in rural area can be termed as low staffing. And next is for agent liquidity. So customer would take up a microfinance loan, get one large payment upfront, and then make predict. So smaller installment throughout the rest of their loan lifetime. So this is two challenges that included in balancing and scheduling and also quality problem for that company. So I will pass to Sharif for next.
All right. Thank you, Akram. So now I will be presenting the recommendations that we would suggest to the manager of production, Putra Production Company, in order to overcome the struggle, as mentioned before, which is quality problem and scheduling and balancing. Assuming that the problems that they are having is quite similar to the case study stated by Akram before. So the first suggestion that we would like to forward to the manager would be to reevaluate the company's personnel. This is due to the reason that we believe the quality of the workers in the department, or maybe the quantity is too less, or the quality is too less, might be causing the department to has lower quality problems. So by increasing the quality, by hiring better staff, better workers, or increasing the number of workers in the department, it could lead to solving the problem of quality problems. And then the second suggestion would be to have a quality assurance department that will ensure the quality of the products to be in standard, meaning that every bearings produced would be in good quality. If there's a decrease in quality or there's too many defective products, so this department should notify the management to take some action in order to lower the number of defective products. And then we would also suggest that the manager to have to build a scheduled maintenance and quality control. This is due to the reason that by regularly keeping the production line in best condition, they would have better products produced every day to reduce the problems produced by quality defective products. Next slide. Next, the other suggestion that we have, this might tackle the problem about scheduling and balancing. So the first one is to have a thorough production planning. By having a plan that is covering all consideration, taking into all factors that need to be taken into. So planning such as aggregate planning or material requirement planning made earlier in the phase would solve the problem of unexpected problems later on. So plan early and properly executing all these plans will solve this problem. So next, we would also suggest that the department maximize its utilization, because as we can see before, the utilization of the department is only 80%. So by taking measures that will increase this utilization would possibly increase the number of products produced per day. And next, the manager should also consider about outsourcing as an alternative to increase the yield of the department. So by taking into consideration maybe subcontracting some of the work packages, so the department would be able to increase the work time of the product in the production line, and therefore ultimately increasing the number of bearings produced per day. So next, I'll pass the conclusion to Yana.
Okay, thank you, Sharif. Next, in conclusion, production planning is crucial in an organizational system in order to ensure smooth production with maximum capacity. So bottlenecks can cause fluctuations in a production system's capacity, whether it be on machine or human factors. So some aspects that could lead to the generation of bottlenecks are as they elaborated, which is quality problem, absenteeism, and scheduling and balancing. So for the investigated company, the calculated efficiency and utilization values are 100% and 80% respectively. Therefore, quality problem and scheduling and balancing are chosen to be the aspects that the company should investigate to increase the production per day, because as the production efficiency is 100%, it shows that absenteeism of employees have no impact on the capacity of this company. Thus, few methods or strategies are proposed for the company to overcome the production problem. And that's all from us. Thank you.